Tamam mı annem?
Hi, Tanya, you've got 5 minutes until the break.
Thank you. Oh, you made me jump.
Sorry.
I think we'll break there, guys. Okay, we're going to have a 10. Welcome. Hello, Jazz. Hello, Caroline. Thank you for joining us. Hello. I'm gonna have a 10-minute paint rest.
Quite right too.
And we can chat. We can chat at the same time. We'll have a little paint rest.
Do you want me to go to gallery view, or should we stick with the spotlights?
Let's go for gallery view.
So if you don't want to be on the recording, you can keep your camera off.
Well, my camera's on. I don't know if
Oh,
you
mine's off.
can
Hang
hear
on, let me
it.
turn mine on. There we go. Hello.
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 Hello, welcome to the StudioLive. How's it looking, everybody? What do you think? How's it? How's
You've got your mojo back, Tanya.
Yeah, do you think?
Your painting mojo, yeah.
I've got my painting mojo back. Oh, excellent. I was worried about that the other day. The first version was not looking quite like I'd like it to look.
So what had happened to your painting mojo then, Tam?
Well, I don't know. I haven't really sat down and painted a proper full-on painting for maybe about 3 years. And sometimes you just feel like you've forgotten how to do it. So I had to sort of like stop and rethink what I was doing, and then go back and think, what do I want to achieve on the canvas? So I did these drawings first that were on the wall from the photograph that I've taken in the studio. And then I worked it up from that. Then put that onto the canvas, and it gave me a very a better structure, because I think the view that I had, that I was using to begin with, was like a slightly slanted view. My head was like that, on a slant, and it was quite difficult to capture, I think. But it freed my paint up, just painting without having to think about it for a few hours. So I guess that's what it did.
I like the way that this feels like a really rare way to use Zoom. You know, when artists, you don't normally see artists at work.
Yeah.
And it just feels radical as well that a disabled artist is using an online portal to, you know, show their practice.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of really liking that side of just sitting quietly and watching you like give, you know, like your left eye some depth or something, and it's just very satisfying.
Yeah.
Just,
Wow.
you know,
That's great to hear, Caroline. Yeah, I think it's the way forward to I quite like having an audience, even though I can't see you, because like when I'm facing towards the canvas, you're sort of like behind me, even though I'm kind of like, I was just sort of checking in to see how many people had come in.
I didn't know. I mean, I suppose I turned my camera off because actually it felt a bit like we were kind of spying on you. I don't know how everyone else feels.
Yeah, I turned the camera off while there were presentations going on and stuff like that. Especially if coming in and you know, Tanya, you didn't say hi, how are you, like I do with my workshops and blah blah blah. So I kind of thought, ooh, maybe I just better sit quietly at the back. I've interrupted something. So I'm glad we're talking.
Well, I was going to do that, but I just kind of got drawn into the painting before you came in. So I mean, this is the first time I've done it, so you know, I could you know, the next one I could do it differently, but I just wanted to. I thought it might be quite nice just to kind of like, you know, subliminally just kind of drift into somebody's studio.
yeah. And I
Yeah.
think actually, probably you don't even need to change that if that's how
Yeah.
you work and
Yeah.
that's your style and you'll be known for that, your quirkiness and so on, then, you should stick with that. Don't listen to the likes of me that, as you know, I'm a real gabber. So, I that's what I do. So it's just nice to kind of just be able
Yeah.
to drift in.
Yeah, but I thought it'd be nice to have like at this 10-minute of kind of chatting about what's going on and before I kind of go back to the painting itself. What do you think about the view? The views we've got here.
I'm liking it. I'm enjoying that. It's nice to see it close up, but then also to see you at work.
Is the angle of the close-up satisfying, or would you prefer it more straight on? What do you think?
No, I like the way it's angled personally for me because you can see what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
And where your ideas have come from, and because the painting of you that you're doing is very full on. So if we were looking at film terms, so if I'm doing an interview, a letterbox interview, it's always much more powerful to have that staring into the camera look. I always get my best responses that way. So, and I think it works quite well being on an angle that you've got because you've got it straight on, so you can nothing's hidden. You can absolutely see what's going on because it's
yeah,
straight on.
yeah,
The
Yeah,
angle
because
you've got there, you can see a little bit more of your studio as well. You can see the screen that you're working from. Whereas if you had the camera straight in front of the canvas, you probably wouldn't see the other bits and pieces. You wouldn't see your palette where you're mixing the paints.
yeah. Do you think this mixing the paints is important to see? Because I'm not sure that you can, you can engage with that part of it. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if you can do it, you've got a 3 camera shoot, then lovely. Because obviously I'm kind of looking at what you've got there on the canvas and trying to work out what colors you're doing. But yeah, it's kind of good. It's always good to have that level of detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
there's
wanted
some
whether to have a camera over the
Mm.
top of the the mixing table, so you can see
Mm.
paint. Because some people might be interested in what colours you're using and things like that.
Yeah.
I guess it gives the audience choice of what they're looking at as well. Like, I don't know about the rest of you, but I find myself like switching between the different angles and going, oh, that's really interesting there. And oh, what does it look like in the wider context? So yeah, maybe that paint mixing might be a really nice additional option for your audience.
Yeah. Are you both watching it on a laptop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can get everything in there. It's really good, and I could move it onto the main screen, but
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't need it.
Yeah. Cool. Mm.
I'm always fascinated also by other people's studios and spaces, how they organize themselves.
Yeah.
It's and I don't know why, that's just the eclectic feel.
Yeah. Well, I'm always fascinated by different people's studios. It's kind of like your little den, isn't it?
Mm.
How do you set it up? And like, I've only had a few months to set this up, so it's a work in progress, but I'm liking it already. Cool. Right, I'm going to move back into painting.
Yes, it's almost ready to start time. And I'll spotlight you again and we'll all disappear.
Cool. Well, you're actually both, it's still on the screen, so it hasn't come off, Jackie.
Well, it's on mine.
Oh,
It's not on mine. Yeah.
Come off now.
Spotlight that one. I spotlighted that one. I'm getting mixed up with which ones I've done. Other way round. I've got you the other way round, Tanya. Shall I swap it back?
It gives the viewer, a different.
Tanya.
Yeah.
Hello. It's 17 minutes past, so you've got about 3 minutes
3 minutes.
to the end. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I think that's just around the right amount of time. I think I'll leave her there. That's us back.
Okay, I was just doing a message, doing something in chat. Just finished that. So I'm going to leave it.
Okay, so this portrait is it's the portrait of Tanya's manifesto. So it will I'll photograph it in its various stages, and then it will be used to create my artist's manifesto, which will say who I am, what I do, and how I do it, and it'll invite people to engage with me in different ways. And we are supported, this whole project is supported by Arts Council England. There you go, that's our funders. So, well,
I'm having such a busy day today, but I feel like I've had that kind of moment of culture over the lunchtime hour, and it feels really refreshing and also quite radical to see a disabled artist working in this way, but also just that actually, you know, like if you're a disabled person who is, you know, mostly at home because that's how life has to be, that thing of just being able to suddenly tune into some culture in your working day it's really amazing, Tanya. I feel really strongly moved. I knew I would feel moved, but the kind of dimensions that this has reached for me just in this hour has been really it's gone really deep actually.
Wow, that's incredible, Caroline. Thank you for that. That's amazing. Have you signed up for the next one, Caroline?
If I haven't, I will certainly be doing so.
Yeah, excellent.
Just pop the link in the chat for the next one for you to sign up for, if you want to just open that.
Oh, thanks, Jacqueline. That's great.
Will you be working on the same picture, Tan?
Well,
or a different one?
I think I might be working on the same picture, or I might be working on. Can you see on the close-up picture? there's this painting here, this drawing here on the wall, which is a green in the green, and it's of me actually painting the portrait.
Just,
Yeah.
can I do you want me to spotlight it? Oh,
Yeah,
mhm.
I think I might work on this as a painting, and I'm going to work on that on a piece of aluminium panel. So then, because the next one is going to be on the evening, and we won't have so much daylight. Well, obviously we won't have daylight. So I'm going to have it on the bench with overhead cameras on it.
Oh,
Aluminium, that'll be a challenge.
Yeah, so I've got my aluminium panel here on my bench.
Oh, will you use acrylic?
Yes, I'll be using acrylic. I've got my, I have got oils, but do you know what? Again, I haven't picked up my oils for such a long time. I don't feel quite confident with them again, so I'm gonna have to bring them out of the cupboard at some point. Let me show you how big this is. Ooh. Get this lovely piece of aluminium panel. That. It's in a cardboard thing. But
hey.
this is how big it is.
Mm.
So I shall work. So that's what I think I'm going to do for the next one. But you'll still be able to see this painting and carry on emerging. So because as it's the manifesto, I will be capturing it and photographing it and filming it as I paint it.
Good,
Yeah.
because I feel invested now, and it would be I want to see, you know, more of it developing, just to see you work and find your way around it and so on. It's
Do you know what's really interesting for me as I'm painting the portrait, to actually look across at the screen to see how it's changing. So that kind of helps me to figure out where to go next in terms of the paint.
Yeah.
And then, so
Absolutely.
I really enjoyed the modelling the face in there today. And the next stages was probably going to be get some colour in there and get some block shapes and things.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's a very brave thing that you do to do a self-portrait as you know, get it as an older person. I've got photos of us of when we were 17 years old, and if it was me doing that, or even talking to you about doing it, I'd say, do one of my 20s, please. You know, so I you know, but you've managed to create some, you know, fantastic character in that image,
Yeah.
which is a very honest image and you know, very beautiful. You know, I love the black and white photograph. Well, I love black and white photography anyway, and I think, you know, that you're capturing that. So yeah, I mean, color is great, and I know that's your style and so on, but it also works very well, and you know, kind of silver tones or monotone, or you know, more muted color.
Yeah, I mean, I might keep it with the muted colour, Jazz. You know, I don't know yet. But I shall, you know, as she kind of develops, because I talk about her as if she is somebody else.
Maybe I don't look like that.
Yeah, so she's
I do
not. Yeah, so it's a portrait of me, but I always think of it as this other person. So that's kind of what yeah. So I'm going to share snippets of this video online, if that's okay with you too, to be in that. And thanks for joining. And if you've got any other wise wise owl words to say, do let me know. Hope to see you come and join me at the next one, guys. Really enjoyed it. I felt really peaceful myself.
It's like meditation, Tanya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I'd feel quite stressed, but I kind of like I got lost in the painting, and that's what it should be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Very
So
relaxed.
thanks for that, and thanks to the Arts Council England, and we will see you later.
Alrighty, take care, Ted.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Nice meeting
Bye.
you all.
Bye. Bye.
care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hold on, let me hello, thank you everybody. Just gonna say goodbye for now. See you at the next one.